Okay, we're going to talk about using the transition level with LAMP Words for Life on the accent when you're using Empower. And so there's already a video on how to get your vocabularies, but so you know when you go to Menu and you go to Toolbox and then you go to Vocabulary and then you go to this one right here that says Select a Vocabulary, then when you go to LAMP, you might have noticed that there's no transition level. And I want to explain to you there's a better way of doing this and why it doesn't exist here. So I'm just going to say finished it for now to get you out. So how do I get the transition level when I'm using Empower with LAMP Words for Life? Here's how you do it. Instead of loading it as a vocabulary, you're going to load it as a vocabulary builder list or a list of words. So watch. So just do these steps with me and I'll try to explain it. It's a little abstract at first, but it's very, very powerful and very, very well done. Or the reason you're going to do it's good reasoning, I think. Okay, first, let's just load the full vocabulary. So you go to Menu, you go to the Toolbox, you go to Vocabulary, then you go right here where it says Select a Vocabulary, you go to LAMP, and you load the full. Now be careful because this VI looks like the same one, but that's for this is visually impaired. This is the one that's just the regular 84 full, the 4,800 words. So choose that one, and right after you choose it, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to, once you say finished, I want you to promise me you'll remember to rename it. Right now, I want you to go right here to rename it. So now you have to go down here to settings. And right here where it says vocabulary name, I want you to name this LAMP Words for Life Transition. And that'll help you find this later. And then say finished and say finished again. Now I want you to notice when you exit, you're really in the full vocabulary because I go to fruits and I get, so right now I have 4,800 words working basically. And what you want is just the 205 words that occur most in speech. Based on research, it's the 205 words that are most, occur in speech. And we space those words apart by design. So how do I get those 205 words to be the only 205 words working of these 4,800? Here's how you do it. You hit the menu button, you go to Vocabulary Builder, you turn it on right here. Once you turn it on, you go to Edit List, then you go to Manage List, and then you go to the default list right here. And I know this is crazy, but you have to keep doing these arrow downs until you get to the very bottom, the very end thing. The last page gives you this one that says Load Words for Life Transition. And you click right here to load that. Then you just say finished and then exit. And it'll look just like you're in transition. When you hit eat, you'll only get these three words, eat, ate, and hungry. And notice how they're spaced apart by design.
Hungry.
So when I hit drink, water and juice are not next to each other to make these motor plans more unique. And then drink shows up over there. So now it looks just like I'm on the traditional transition level, but really you're not. You're on LAMP Words for Life full with all 4,800 words working, but only 205 of them are showing. So when I hit eat, really under here is something that says fruits and vegetables and meats and pastas. They're just hidden. Now, why did we do it this way? Well, once you understand this, it'll be really powerful for you. There's no reason to use the transition level the other way because you have to keep adding words. It's a lot easier to unhide words than it is to store them. And you don't have to worry about, is that location going to be free later or did I change the motor plan? And the other beautiful thing is when you want to add words, you can do it on the fly and it's a lot quicker to use Vocabulary Builder to add words on the fly when you see a word a person wants to be able to say. Okay, so let's just give you an example. I'm working with Jimmy. I started with the 205 words that occur most in speech transition. And I see when I hit drink, I only get juice, water, and drink. But he wants milk.
Water.
So now I can use Vocabulary Builder to get that. I can go to Menu, Vocabulary Builder. I can do this quick show and say add milk. As soon as I say finished, the next time I hit drink, milk shows up.
Milk.
Now, he really loves pizza. And you'd probably do this as a team together when you started before you'd even begin. So you'd sit down together as a team and say, what are his favorite foods and what are his favorite people and what is his favorite animals? So you'd say, you know what, he really loves animals. So animals begin here, of course, but there's none here. It gives you the word come because the word come is a very frequently used word. Come here, talk to me, that sort of thing. But he loves animals. So now I'm going to use Vocabulary Builder to go in here. You could even do this several ways, but you go to Vocabulary Builder and you could say, I think it'd be, last time I did the quick show, but you could do edit list, and then you could touch here and you could say he likes the animal dog, and he likes the animal cat, he likes the animal horse and cow. And you could be in here at the same time and say he also needs to be able to say Monday, and he needs to be able to say Tuesday. You know, you get the idea. There's certain things he wants to be able to say. You say okay and finished. And what's so beautiful about this, and then of course you have to exit, but now when you touch this, look what pops up. The farm animals pop up.
Dog.
Pets and farm animals pop up because that was the thing you had a passion for. Look how they're spaced apart. Visual perception, they're easy to find.
Cat.
So you can see what happens here when you go to the calendar. I have my Monday and Tuesday. Now they are next to each other because the weeks do line up like that. That's probably okay there when you're doing a calendar. And of course, when you hit drink, milk's still there.
Milk.
So what this does is it allows you to go to the full level, hide everything but the words that occur in transition, and then unhide the passion words that are important to them, and they're already in your end version, so you don't ever have to worry about moving on to full someday. So I hope this makes sense. I love the way they built transition as a subset of the full vocabulary, giving you the ability to take someone from that transition level to the full vocabulary really smoothly. I hope that helps.